Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Well, today is still Paper Pumpkin Day. It's been Paper Pumpkin Day for a while, but we are working on August 2022 Sweet Sunflower Paper Pumpkin. This is an alternative. This is video number 12, not 2. Number 12. All right, we are doing 2 cards. We are going to be using the Color and Contour stamp set and the Scallop Contour dies. I know most of the time I don't like to add extra stamp sets, but with this kit, this really looks really good with it. And it's not all completed, but I got a lot of the prep work done. So I want to show you the stamp set. Now, for last month's set, I had a question on what splatter image I used. I used this little one from the Color and Contour kit. Absolutely love it. I will be honest with you. I would not have purchased this stamp set had they not got rid of these sweet, what was it? Sweet rectangles, sweet scalloped, whatever those were in the last catalog. So being a demonstrator, I had to get new ones. So I still use some of this, you know, those. This are the scalloped contour dies. When I ordered scallop dies, I ordered the other ones and then they retired them. And so I had to order these new ones. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to get the stamp set. No. Then once I had them, I'm like, okay, I need the stamp set. Therefore, that I have both now. So we are using this, and possibly this. I'm kind of still debating. Let's pull it out just in case. But we'll be using our sentiment from the Paper Pumpkin kit. Let me get this. I have one little stamp on there, block left. So I'm going to set that hopefully aside so I don't knock it over. And then I'm going to set this right here. And let's bring in what I'm using from the kit. So you can see my little stuff there. I am using, oh, hold on. We are using this card base, okay? I'm going to move my camera, guys, just a little closer to me. Okay, so we're going to use this card base. I simply cut this out. I cut a hair over to the side. My little pokey tool. This is the fold. I cut a hair to that and a hair to that, and I cut that apart. That gave me, let me show you because I got stuff prepped in here. That gave me 2 halves. And I wanted to show you, this is the largest of these scallop contour dies. So I cut it off center because I wanted as much of this image as I possibly could. And so I was right down on the very end here, okay, to cut this out. I just wanted to show you that so you knew how I got my centered is I was off. Then I cut 2 pieces of basic white, 3 3/4 by 5. This is for the inside of our card. Now I also took Scallop Contour dies, comes with this gorgeous little scallop in here. And my paper was 3/4 of an inch, and I got 2 beautifully detailed little scallop borders for the inside of our card out of that 3/4 of an inch. So I don't know if you can see all those little dots there, but that's this die. So that now can rest. One card is going to be using Pale Plum. The other is using the Fresh Freesia. You can see the difference here next to them. So let's get started. One is going to have a little bit more detail. One isn't. We are going to start with this gorgeous card here. And we are just going to glue this down. So I'm going to tap my Tombow. Hopefully getting the glue down there. So I'm just going to put... You could pop this up on dimensionals. I choose not to today. So I'm just gluing this down like so. Now I'm going to show you. Originally, I was going to use one of the sunflowers I made, but I chose not to, and I will show you why in a second. Ta-da! The scallop and contour. I thought that was much, much prettier, and I wanted to add some leaves and stuff behind that, and that brings us to the bow punch we're going to be using. And I have some Mossy Meadow cardstock, and we need to cut these like 1.25 inches. Have to excuse my guillotine's going to be a bit rocky here. So I'm going to cut it 1.25 inches a couple of times. I think that is at 1.5 inches. Let's see, you can see what I'm trying to measure. I'm going to go an extra, we're going to go 1.5 inches. That one I'm still going to use. There we go. That should be good. And I'm going to show you how I punch these. Usually I have one done, but I want to show you, if you tilt it like this, you're going to get more punching on your piece of paper. And actually, I think the 1.25 inches will be better. Yes. So I'm just going to tilt it a bit. There's one. And then I'm going to turn it around and do it again. And there's two. So we're going to take these now. I'm going to bring the camera down a bit. So I'm going to pinch the flower in one hand and pinch it in the other. And then give it a little wiggle. Give it a little wiggle. A little wiggle. And a little wiggle. And a little wiggle. This one, you can do it if you're really careful. I, a lot of the times, end up pulling that little petal right off of there. So I tend to skip the wee little petal. But just hold it still. You just need to take one. You can do both, but you can do it with one hand. Just give it a little wiggle, and it just gives it that little bit of movement that I think it needs. And I'm trying to decide if I am. We're going to cut these apart. You know I love doing it. Got my glue scissors back, by the way, from my daughter. So I'm going to cut it right here. And we are going to, if I can get the glue off my fingers, that is. So I am going to start this one right there. This one, I'm kind of wondering if I go, no, I don't like doing that. But we will go like that, I think. Yes, I think we will do that. So we're going to add a little bit of glue here. And now we have that beautiful flower to sit in there. And I really, really like it. I'm thinking it needs a little bit more. So we're going to go with this little part of the bow punch, which I don't give it enough use. Let's see what we can use some more of our paper here. Yes. I'm not going to make a mess here. And then what's cool about this is we're going to use this piece, right? But we're going to punch these little petals. And you're going to think I'm crazy, but I've reached back into my recycle bin. And we're going to punch those little flower tops off. And we're going to need a couple of them. So I'm just sticking it in, getting those flower tops. And I need some for the other side. So let's go this side. That should be enough. And let's see what, scoot all that off of there for the moment. So we're going to put some glue on this one. I'm going to show you, let me get my good snips. We need one of these. And you guys see me, this is my creative process. And I am so excited, y'all. I woke up and I had 325 subscribers and I was like, no way. And that might seem like not a big deal to some, but to me, it like, you have no idea. I am so elated. I was just like beyond. I had to tell my grandson, I told my husband, my aunt. Can't wait to show my daughter when she comes home from work. So, thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And for those of you who have, said, hey, it's not in view, I really appreciate letting someone tell me that. I mean, you have no idea how much I really do appreciate it. Sometimes when I look on the camera, for some reason, it was not showing. I could see what I was doing, but it wasn't showing that. So we're going to add this little sprig. I just think it needs a little something more. And I really didn't want that sunflower on here because I just didn't. So maybe... Yes. Okay, so I know where this is going. Right there. And we're going to stick another one just right there. So let's get that bow punch again. And I'm just going to tilt it this way. Let's get the paper out of it. This way is real easy. There's another little piece. My husband just came in and said goodbye. Him and my grandson, I think, are fishing. Doing some crazy fishing if my grandson was right. My husband probably was just teasing him. He's like, Manji, we're going to use my BB gun to go fishing. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. Because I really didn't think that's going to happen. I'll have to wait and hear the fish stories when they come home. And my grandson can tell some whoppers of some stories. And he's just started fishing. I mean, let me tell you, he can... Yeah. So I'm sure they're going to have a great day out there. Or maybe my husband will take him. I think we're going to bring that one down right there. But it just means today I will have more time to do my own stuff. Okay, and we're going to use some more greenery because it just needs it. So we're going to do the same thing. Cut that off right about there and stick some greenery in here. It just needs more. That's all it does. Yes, very nice. This little one is going to go down here. Or, let's see. I really like that going over there. And yes, I'm going to put it here. Right there. And now we can set this on our card, and that's much better. And we've got other things to go on here. We have our little bees. I'm going to add just a bit of glue in here. Because like I said, I wanted this to be flat. So our little bees, bring, come to me, little bees. Where are you? Yikes. Okay. I know I pulled them out and now I can't find them. I apologize. The whole stamp set is like all of a sudden missing. I don't want to stop my video. I have the You're One of a Kind for the card. But my bumblebees are missing. And they're not in my envelope. Oh, there we go. I didn't get them out. These are the sweetest darn little bumblebees ever. I mean, I've had some bee sets. These are my favorites. By far. My very, very favorite bees. And I'm here. Memento. That was my Apple Pod talking to me. I'm like, I know you're there.
Now playing Apple Podcasts. Sorry, you don't have any unplayed episodes.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's up. It's never done that before. Okay, so we're going to put a bee there. And we're going to put one right there. And I want one flying down just like so. And you know I'm going to color these in. So I'm going to do their little bodies. I guess my blue marker must be back where it came from. So there's their little bodies. But you know I like, let's see, yes it is. We are going to go with the either, we're going to do that light nighted navy. Just because I kind of like it, and it will show it better in this yellow area than the balmy blue. There we have it. And then let's take that Wink of Stella and do our bumblebees. And this card, y'all, is almost done, and then we have time for the other card. And we're going to do just the flowers, just touching them with the Wink of Stella. Got to lift that up there. We want some on that one, on that little bee. And just stroke. And in the center. And I am really, really happy for that. But now we'll probably put that one on the inside. You know I love the hello. That's the first thing I go for. But let's see. Thank you is going to fit a whole lot better in the spot. And we are going to use Blackberry Bliss. I am going to show you how I did these gorgeous flowers here. So let's move this a bit up. And just giving it a test. So we are going to put thank you right there. Yes, I am very, very happy with that. We have the inside to do, so don't fret here. And it's going to open up like so. So here is the inside. I'm going to clean this off because I've changed my mind. I want to do Blackberry Bliss now on the inside of this card. And then I'm going to show you how I stamp those flowers because we're going to put them on this card. So here we go. For a one-of-a-kind friend. So the color and contour. First we're stamping the outline images in that gorgeous Blackberry Bliss. The fill-in stamp. I don't know what you would call it. This image we are going to stamp in Fresh Freesia. Now there is on this stamp, where's my little, we'll use my scissors. There's these two leaves that are like really close together. And right here are those two leaves. Hopefully you guys can see that. You just turn it, line those two up. It's not going to be a perfect lined up image, but it is really close. And there you have it. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I am bringing back my crushed curry marker, and I'm just coloring in the inside of that. And then we're going to add a little bee. I want the flying bee. Okay, Mr. Bumblebee, where'd you go? Oh, I don't want to close up the ink pads. Okay, we'll use this bee. I don't know where the other bee. And now I don't even know where the memento is. But I'm going to need that other block. Oh, it's way over here. This is the one I really wanted. I wanted to use that flying bumblebee. And have him flying just like so. So cute. Same thing. Little bit of blue. I'm getting a little too much. I'm using the side of it and not the tip of it in the crushed curry marker. Stampin' Write marker, that is, for his body. And a little bit of Wink of Stella. Gonna have to add a little bit more and a little bit to the flower, the center. Just light little brush strokes to it. And that is the center of our card, not to forego our little scalloped edge detail we are putting on here. You see that? So we got to figure out, do I want it top, bottom, or the side? And we're going to go with the bottom because you get a more even amount of scallops. So I'm just going to add that little bit there. I'm going to hold this down if I can. It really wants to turn on me. You almost get 4 perfect scallops along there. And I didn't even get any glue, so I'm going to drag it. We're going to start again. That did not, maybe I should have cut the border more, but I wanted it to be real thin. So now I'm gonna pull it there. That will work. Turn it over and I can give it a straight snip because I have a guide. Y'all know I just can't cut straight to save my life. I don't know why, but there we have it. Let's get this glued into our card base. It's gonna be gorgeous. I know this is color on color, but I like it. It's just a little extra in the card. So that is our first card. And let's set that one aside. And let me just give me a second to push all of this into the recycle bin. And put the cap on the glue. And I'm going to show you what we're doing for the next card. This is the Fresh Freesia card base. And let's see. So what I have done is I used, let me get it out, this scallop die. You've already seen, this would be the back side of the card. So I stuck that as center as I could get it to get that image, to get that piece. And we are going to start by gluing this down. Oh, no, we're going to trim this down a little bit. I want that little bit of Fresh Freesia poking out the sides. So we do need to give it a haircut. So let's see. And we know that I need to get it down to 4. So it's 4 1/4. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off all the sides. So there's 1/8 off. We're going to turn it this way. Take it to the 4. And trim. Now this one is going to be a little hairy because I don't quite have 1/8, but that's roughly it. Nope, it needs a little bit more. Okay, and this then will come down to 5 1/4, which is right to the end of that white. And we're going to have it a little, ooh, almost cut my piece. Let's put it on our card base and see what it looks like. You see that little frame we gave us? That's what we were looking for. That's why the little haircut. So, once again, we're going to glue this one down. The other one we're going to pop up on dimensionals. And hopefully I get mostly everything in view. Got the camera down so far, it only shows so much. Okay, so there's that. I need to reach into the second drawer, right hand side of the desk, to get some dimensionals out. We're going to need quite a few on here. Yikes. I should probably stamp on that before we do that. Let's do so. All right, so now you guys get to see what we're working with. This is going to be popped up, but we're going to have to do our stamping on this. I have this little bit that was left from my last video, and I wanted to use it. So we are going to give it a trim. just cutting off those little straight pieces. That's why I cut out the center part of the last one. I mean, if you can save some and use it on another card, do it, right? At least that's my motto, with more to go around. All right. So this piece here needs some cutting. Wrong scissors. My glue scissors. I want this piece cut off, and I want this top piece cut off, that little bit of an angle. So that's going to go like so. Where's my other elements? Here we go. So this is from the Scallop Contour set. We are going to bring this in like so. I don't think we're going to use those, but I had so much fun I had to play with them. I had to do more, okay? And yes, that is what we want. Now we have a little spot here. We can do, oh, that's going to be great. And we are going to do that in Fresh Freesia. Let's clean it off. Okay, let's get that stamping done. And our little bees on here, which of course you know we need. And my stamp in Pierce Mat, so it's a nice, really well done image. Oh, I got so lucky, y'all. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. And we are going to do our bees. That should have been a little darker, huh? Okay, change of plans. Let me find my little envelope with the little extra that will fold. We're just going to switch it. I think it needs that darker color. And I have a little element from the kit that will cover it up nicely. Cover up my boo-boo here. So here we have it. That is going to sit on there. And we are going to choose the Blackberry Bliss. It's just going to show up better. So, and I think we'll put the yellow down at the bottom. We'll just pop that up on dimensionals. Why not? So now we'll see what it is. Oh, much better, much better. Okay, but I do want to close. See how that's all white there? I don't want that. So I'm going to bring in my, hold on. That's dark old olive. Where's my other old olive? It's missing. Light old olive and what the heck is this one? Granny Apple Green is missing its other counterpart. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I want that balmy blue. I want the light balmy blue. And I'm going to show you why. It's just like what I did on some other things. I want to come around where all that white is and come in with the blue. I don't like it so stark on here. We're going to color some of the sleeves and stuff in with the green. So let me bring you down and I can show you. I'm just taking it and brushing where all that white is. And I just think it's going to look better. And I know it does. It makes the whole image pop. I didn't do it on those ones. Put a little bit there. So just going around. And we're going to do all of this in here. Right there. And just the tips of that. All right, so next we're going to go in with the light old olive. I know this is Mossy Meadow, but I don't want that dark green. Yeah, making sure. I'm going to have to figure out where my Granny Apple Green marker is. because that's going to drive me bunker wonkers in the head. It's just that my OCD will like say no go. So I'm going to move the camera up so we can assemble our card now. And we're going to keep that one out. Oh, we need to do our bumblebees. So that's covering up that, you see that blue? It stands out more now. I should have done 2 of those and had one done in blue and one not. Ooh, we missed a leaf. In fact, we might go over the leaf in dark now, just because I think it would blend better. Yes, the dark looks better with the mossy meadow. Bring that down there. All right. And I think I like it there. Maybe we'll just go over the whole thing in olive. I do like that. Okay. Now our bumblebees. So we need one little bee. Oh, we can use the other bees. We can use the ones that came in the kit. Why not? I'm going to still move that aside, and let's get this now up on its dimensionals. All right. So are we still in camera view? Yes. So let's turn this over, and we're going to need 6 of these on this back piece because of how large it is. And we are simply going to set this back on top of where it came out. And I really like that. See that? Okay, so now this little piece, you saw me do this the other day. It tended to work the best. Got a little goober there. Come out of the glue bottle. Okay, I'm sticking some glue on my fingers. Oops, wrong side. Turn it over because we want the gold on this card. Just touching little bits of it. And then I'm going to do it again, a little bit more for the opposite end. There. And that element now is going to get glued down. I just have glue on my fingers as well. No big deal. So this one is going to go on dimensionals, and that one is 2, I think. You never know. Okay, let's cut these up and use the end pieces. Let's see, we need a nice chunk there. This one can get cut. We can use those little pieces of the ends for like right here. And somewhere in here went my other piece. And I'm going to pull that piece off. And I think I'm going to glue this piece down. Give it some dimension here. We're going to put some glue. Oh, my order needs to get here. Yes. So take off all the backs. I thought I was done ordering out of that mini catalog. And I just had to order a couple of more things. You know, just a few more. And if you guys have not seen the advertisement for this month's Paper Pumpkin, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I order a friend of mine a Paper Pumpkin kit every year. Early Christmas present, I tell her. And every year she orders me the catalog. This one, we're going to... No, I put glue on it, but we're going to pop that up. I do want it popped up. She orders me my favorite calendar every year. And she doesn't mind. She loves fall. Her name is Miss Jackie. So, oh, I still didn't. Oh, we were going to use the bumblebees. I'm like, I still didn't stamp no bumblebees on here. We shall in a minute if we get some out. Not sure how many. Yes, and I did finally figure out that the bees go 2 directions, which was smart of them because I really thought it was silly just to have bees go in one direction. So we are going to put a little bee here. He is just going to get glued down. If I can get the glue out of the bottle. We're going to kiss those 2 together. So we're going to put one right there. This one is going to be right there. And we need something up here. And for me, that's going to be bling. So let me get the lid on my glue and we'll finish up our card. I think it's gorgeous. Bling. Okay. So what shall we try? Well, since this is fresh freesia, let's go with some of these fresh freesia opal rounds. And we are going to put one large one. Not sure if I want the large one up there. Maybe we'll go with the wee little ones. We could do pink, yellow. Oh, so many choices. That you just can't see. So do we do the evening evergreen? Or maybe that's a bad choice for this card. Sometimes it is. Sometimes the things I think, okay, I want to use this, they don't work out. And I don't mind showing you all that it doesn't work out because it hopefully, you know, it's happened to you too. We are going to use all medium ones. We're going to put one there. And because of the glue on my finger, I don't even need this. And we are going to put one. I'm kind of liking that right there by the bumblebee. And that is card number 2, 36 minutes, a little over than what I wanted. But I'm going to give you a quick peek at both cards again. So this one is totally flat. This one has dimension. This again is in the retired pale plum. This is on the current fresh freesia. So let's see. Hopefully you guys can see all that in camera. I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to do the same on the inside that I did on this card. I'm not going to show that on camera because time is running out there. So I will let you go, but would you give me a thumbs up and let me know if you like this video? Let me know if the camera issue was still an issue. I would greatly appreciate it. And I want to thank each and every one of you for all your wonderful comments. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. And I appreciate it that you are subscribing to my channel and actually watching these videos. It means so much. You have no idea. So I want you all to have a great day crafting and come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.